Here, so on.
Hold on tight. Up, down, up, down, up, down.
Oh, yeah.
I'm at work, everybody. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. It's me, Nikki. I'm at work. Have an ovulation test. Just not even in the mood, really. Because I've been holding it for a long time. Test. Gonna dip it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's running.
I'm gonna set it over here. Cover it up. Now, you know I can't stay in this restroom. It's the public restroom at work too long. So what I usually do is first thing I do is I check, make sure I have no guests coming in and I have nothing going on, and then I'll run back here. I'll do my sample. I'll put it in my cup and I'll open the test and I'm recording. You know what I mean? Then after I'm waiting for that to do its thing, I won't stay in here the whole time. I have to move. I have to get out of here because it's a public, and this is my hotel, so I have to sanitize everything, wipe everything down, you know, all that stuff. So then the next time you'll see me will be in the other room, because that's when you'll see me next, whenever I get a chance. But like today is cycle day 12. Oh shoot, it's looking negative. But like I said, you'll see me here in a couple minutes. I gotta get out of here and clean up. I'll be back. Okay. Oh wow. It is really windy in my county today. Really windy. Enough so that we had a winter advisory for the winds. It is March 19th. I'm gonna do this. I was in the bathroom taking this test. It's looking super negative. Like I said, lately in my cycle, I have been ovulating later and later. So this is really late. I mean, this is really light. I mean, like light. You barely see that second line. Hold on. I don't know. I still have about 5 minutes, but it's super light. It's a very negative for today, for my LH surge, at least judging by these clinical guard cheapies. So yeah, anyways, okay, so today's been a crazy day. It actually started yesterday. I'll be back to check these results. I'm gonna go ahead and walk around and chat for a second. Yeah, I don't know, I've been crying, kind of upset a little bit, just because, you know, all right, comments down below. Anybody that watches my channel, has anyone, and this is a touchy subject, it has to do with a mammogram. All right, so at my hospital, I just now on March 14th had a 3D mammogram at my local hospital, because I did tell my doctor last month about the pain that I've had in my left breast for as long as I could remember. I just said, you know, that there was a little bit of pain localized when any kind of like a seatbelt would touch it, or, you know, just it's right here, you know, so whatever. And that's been years and years of, you know, at least 4 that I can actually account for that it's been like that. Okay, so my doctor has known me now for over, you know, 10 11 years. He actually said that he wanted me to go do that on mammogram. Okay, I went down there to the hospital. I made a video about it. Yeah, the lady who actually did the mammogram, which was the 3D thing that I could not show, but it was a video of me actually, you know, she was giving me directions on what to do and how to turn, and the thing was taking the pictures and was doing its thing. And she said, you know, that if there needed to be further tests, that she would let me know. She said, don't run away. She was like, we'll call you back. Well, anyways, that happened. She called me back. She said, you know, looking at it, They don't need any further, they don't need anything further tests today. She said that the final results would go to my doctor, okay? And she knew I was worried. I cried when I first got there. They knew how panicked I was, and I did tell them about my great-grandmother passing away from breast cancer at the age of 33. We all know that. I sound like a broken record, but it's really frightening. It's absolutely terrifying to think that I could, So anyway, I did receive the letter yesterday. Yesterday was March 18th. Today's March 19th. On the top of the letter, it says March 15th. So they sent this out on March 15th, the day after that mammogram, said that, and I'll insert a picture here. But basically, I've done my research now. I've Googled it. I'm sorry, there's no going back. Once I read it, and I got diagnosed with, they said it's a condition. And it's, I guess, 50% out of 100% of women have it. Dense breast tissue, like dense. So I guess there's like a certain scale of dense. There's like 1, 2, and 3, and 4 of the dense breast tissue scale. I guess the younger that you are, the more dense your breasts are. And then the older that you get, it's more filled with fat instead of the tissue that are layering and layers of tissue. Hence, I guess, why you start getting screens and mammograms at the age of 40 and up, because I guess your breast density goes down, I guess, in that sense. I don't know. Do your own research. I have done a lot, trust me. Couldn't sleep last night. Woke up crying. I knew I had to go to work today. Called my doctor's office. They did not get my results yet sent over, even though the paper said that it has been sent over. So I did call the hospital. I asked for the radiology department, and I did talk to a lady, and she's very understanding and caring, and she was one of the ones that was there that day on the 14th. Actually, she remembered me, and she said, yes, hon. She said that she's gonna have, I guess, the radiologist has to go over the stuff with the tech, and then after they do that and they get all the information put into the letter, then they'll fax it over to my doctor. So when I called my doctor first, they said they did not get it. So that's when I called the hospital. So I called my doctor first. They said they didn't have it. So I was like, so let me call the hospital. I was happy that she said that they're going to fax it to my doctor today. And, I still haven't received a phone call. Here it is, March 19th. I'm sure everything's fine, right? But the thing is people who have dense breast tissue are told by, if you look it up. This is not me just saying this just to say it. Look it up. If you find out in your breast exam, it's, if you have dense breast tissue, you're supposed to ask your doctor for further testing. Like, you're supposed to be a self-advocate for that kind of stuff, because look up the amount of people who have been diagnosed with the condition of dense breast tissue. I'm not trying to scare anyone, but I'm scared too. I want to know, does anyone else have experience with it? Because a lot of the stories that I've looked up on YouTube and so forth and so on have said that they got diagnosed with dense breast tissue before they found out that they had stage 3 cancer, and like the mammograms were false. And because I guess the one lady explained it as trying to find a specific white flower and a bouquet of other white flowers, because the way that your tissue, when you have breast cancer shows up white, like tumors and so on, cysts that are not benign, they are malignant or whatever, they show up white on a mammogram. So that's why like a 3D mammogram is more advanced in that kind of sense. So that made me feel better that I did have a 3D mammogram, and the test came back, it said negative, it said normal, non-cancer, benign, whatever. That made me feel okay. However, here I am, I still have the breast pain. I never even knew there was breast cancer in my family. So here I am, freaking, still panicked. So if anyone out there has any knowledge about this, I'm still waiting for my doctor to pull me in, even on the ultrasound that I had. Down there when the lady, the one who took, I was supposed to drink 32 ounces of water, and she said that my bladder was full enough, that she saw everything, and she said that my lining was super thick, So she was like, and with all these problems that you have, basically, she was going on about, you know, the endometriosis and the polyps and the heavy bleeding and all this stuff outside of my period. She's like, you're at that age. So why don't you just get a hysterectomy, girl? Like, it wasn't her recommending it. It wasn't a doctor. It was just the tech. It was just the tech that was doing it. She was just like, you know, and I told her, I was like, no, I'm still trying actually for another baby. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry, honey, you know. Yeah. Anyways, fast forward, I still need to get into my doctor to talk about the results. And it's not looking like it's going to be any time, like, soon. Hopefully it's like tomorrow or the next day I get a call or something. They said they wasn't going to leave me hanging. So, anyways, let's get back to this ovulation test. Yeah. Okay. I couldn't sleep. I was crying. Hold on. I see the line, but it's so faint. It's negative. This is the negative for today. Cycle day 12 of this cycle. Like, I'm at the point where I'm about to just be done with this altogether, just because of the simple fact that I can't leave Nearest behind, and then let alone have another baby in here to have to worry and think about being without me. I don't know. And I just have to get these results. I have to see if they will give me, because a lot of people say that you have to ask for further testing, like ultrasounds. You have to get an ultrasound on your breast when you have dense tissue and when you get diagnosed with that condition, is because regular mammograms, even they say like 3D ones aren't as good. To ask your doctor and further advocate for yourself to get further testing, just to make sure that you're not missing anything. I've watched stories now over the past day and a half that people were misdiagnosed because they had 2D mammograms, and even as far as 3D mammograms didn't catch it, because, you know, it depends on the radiologist, I guess. And like, if they're good enough to look at your results and be able to rule out cancer, and you know what I mean? Like, so anyways, that's that. Just advocate for yourself, and anyone who has been through anything like this, please feel free to comment down below. And I'm gonna make a video once my doctor calls me back and I go, and I'm gonna try to record it too. Most of the time I record in those appointments just for myself also, because I'm such a hyper minded person. So when a doctor's explaining to me something and they're like, oh, this and this and this, and they're saying these big words, and, you know, I don't understand it, I like to be able to go back in my phone and rewind the video over and over and over again with a notepad and a pen and a paper, so I can do my own research. I don't know. Does anyone else do that? Let me know down in the comments. I will never show my doctor's face or nothing like that. I don't want to do anything that's illegal. And I haven't really been told I'm not allowed to record, but, you know, not in my doctor's office. I've never been told that. But I've just recorded and didn't show no one, didn't show the process, and just listened for myself so that I can go back and take notes and like research myself. Because y'all know that you have to advocate for yourself. And a lot of times, yes, doctors are great. Doctors are amazing and they're good and they save people. But they also sometimes turn a blind eye in some cases, or they just are like, you're too young. There's no way you can have this cancer. There's no way, you know, it's just, but I have it in my family. I have the pain in my left breast. They say that as long as it's, so that's another thing that drives me crazy, because they say, well, breast cancer, you don't feel it 9 times out of 10. Okay. Well, maybe I'm that one time out of, maybe I'm that one person that does feel it. You know what I mean? So yeah, it freaks me out a little bit. Okay, guys. Sorry, I just ramble. That's going to be the video for today. Just a little update. Sorry I've kept everyone in the waiting for too long. I've been wanting to get it together before I do anything like this. All right. Just pray for me, and anyone who has any knowledge about, you know, this is all I'm going to be able to think about for a while until I can get this under control. I don't even think I'm going to be worried about the pregnancy testing. I don't know. Like, this is just it's consuming my brain, my mind, my heart, my soul, my life. Okay. All right. See y'all later. Bye. What is it, dude? What is that?